Hi, I'm the Recruiting Maven and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic of conversation is how to stay employed forever. With that said, I just want to say a quick thank you for those of you who like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I deeply appreciate your kind support. For those of you who are new to my channel, I have an ever-growing playlist with career tips and advice, and it's all free. So make sure if you're in need of some career advice, you check that out. So let's dive right in. I wanted to share a new axiom for you, and that is to always keep in mind corporations are going to reduce their workforce based on their needs and not those of yours and your family. Now, that may seem a little harsh, or some people may say, yes, I totally agree with that. But I want you to keep that in the back of your mind always, because a corporation that you're working for is in business to make money, and that's just the way it is. If they need to reduce the workforce, they're going to do that. So two key main skills that I want you to keep in mind is to always be learning, whether you're just adding to your current toolbox or you're learning something new to add to that toolbox. In addition, I want you to keep an eye on reputation building on a multi-channel approach. One additional tip is that making sure that you take your power back, and what that means is that you're always prepared whenever you get unemployed or maybe your company closes or anything like that happens, that you've taken your power back and that you're not in a free fall and you're not starting from scratch. So you're already confident enough to go out and then say, okay, this is something that's happened to me, but I still have backup plans and is set in place, and I'm going to move forward in a positive way. So when I'm talking about being employed forever, what does that really mean? And that is to always have a backup plan. Now, again, I'm not talking about drop shipping on Amazon. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is I've known people that have built a business that is able to supplement their income, if not completely replace it altogether. And what they have done is systematically, while they were working at their job, so the corporation, wherever it is that you work 9 to 5, and over the years they've slowly chipped away at a hobby that has made them a lot of money, or on their way to making a lot of money, and or buying a company. So let's dive into the examples of this. Now, I currently have a really good friend who's also a YouTuber. She's amazing. She can just do just about anything, honestly. She's an amazing photographer. She knows how to knit. She knows how to sew. What can she not do? And honestly, she's just like one of those triple threats they say in Hollywood. And so what she's done is, when she sort of got phased out of the workforce, what she did is she built a YouTube channel, and she just learned everything that she needed to do to be successful. And right now she's at over 14,000 subscribers. And you might say, well, that's not a lot of people, right? You're not going to be making a lot of money. But what most people do not understand about YouTubers is that you don't need millions of people to make money on YouTube. What you do need is an engaged following, at least 20 to 40,000 subscribers to actually replace an income anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000, believe it or not. And there's some methodologies to that. It's not A to B. Please don't think that, because there's a steep learning curve. You have to understand SEO, algorithms, and all that. And she's just really knocking it out of the ballpark. And there's nothing that says in your career that you have to be a certain age, you have to have certain skill sets. I think that people are recreating themselves, and I think that's very, very important. So not only having a backup plan, but having that creativity in order to have that longevity. Her career is a brand new career. My second example for you is somebody that actually I worked with recently, and she actually has a B and a C backup plan. And what that entails is, her passion is her C plan, unfortunately, at this point in time, because she doesn't have enough funding to really make it her priority, make it her everyday type of job. Now, with that said, what she did is, when she recently got unemployed, she actually already had an established makeup business that, she was doing that MLM type situation. And in addition, she wanted to feed into that C plan, which was a magazine, and she actually used her A job or her A plan to be able to finance that long life dream of having her own magazine. And so she wasn't starting from scratch when she got laid off, and that was such a great example. And it's been really, really good for her. My last example for you today is somebody that actually I hired many, many years ago when I first started as a recruiter, and she actually got to the point where she couldn't get a loan. She ended up having to go to several people, family members and friends, for financial help, because when she got laid off in the last recession of 2008, and of course it's nowhere near what it is today, but she certainly had some financial hardships. And what she did to reinvent herself and move forward in her career was to purchase a food touring company in her local area. Now, one of the key skills I will tell you that she said to me that really saved her, and that was something that she learned over the course of her career, was negotiation. Because at the time when she wanted to purchase the food touring company, she literally had no money. Again, she couldn't apply for a loan because she didn't have a job. And so it made it very difficult for her on that spectrum of things. And so what she did is really negotiated that contract to terms that were reasonable for her. And that, she said, alone really saved her, as I mentioned. So those life learning skills that, you know, as you go through your career, that are very, very crucial. So some 8 years later, she has actually been very successful, and I don't mean multimillionaire type of success, but certainly she has a steady, dependable income that no matter what happens, whether she's laid off or anything else happens, she always has that to fall back on, build on her savings again, and it gives her a lot of peace of mind. Don't wait till the other shoe drops. Don't wait till you're having to file for unemployment to have that backup plan or start that backup plan. Make sure you're chipping away at it every single day, once a week, whatever it is that you decide that you're going to do, that you do it, because it's going to be an investment in yourself. And again, you're taking that power away from your plan A or whatever your 9 to 5 is, and you're saying to yourself, look, I deserve this for myself. And it's not about disloyalty to the company that you're working for. You know, I know a lot of people get into that whole realm. Well, I'm not being loyal and I'm not being honest. And at the end of the day, as I mentioned to you, a company will reduce their workforce when they need to. It's called business. It's not personal. And that's just the reality of the situation. So I just want to give you a quick tip as far as your resume. What should you include in your resume? Should you include your side gig? And I would say, no, those are two separate things. And just to keep things very simple, when you're applying to jobs, that is what you do for a living. That's all you do. You're a recruiter, you're a phlebotomist, you're a data scientist, you know, whatever it is that you are, that's what you include in your resume. Not that you're a Mary Kay representative, not that you have, you know, a food touring company. That's not relevant as far as I'm concerned. And this is, again, coming from a boots on the ground, everyday recruiter. So again, some of that information is not relevant, and so it is not necessary to put in your resume. So with that said, I do hope that you found this information valuable to you. And again, I want you to take a look at this on a holistic level and how this is going to apply to you. Not every solution is going to apply to you. So think out of the box, take a look at around, maybe jot down what are your top skills, hobbies, things along those lines that interest you, that you're going to be happy in doing. If you have to work an extra 4 hours at night while you're at home after your job, then what's going to make you happy? What do you feel passionate about? And that is my best recommendation to you. With that said, I just want to say thank you again for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I deeply appreciate your kind support. I will see you in my next video. Take care and have a great rest of your day.